Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ellyiot here, and today I want to ask you guys what you do to beef up your drums within BeatMaker 3. Alright, so first I'm going to show you a quick example of what I did to beef up these drums for this particular track. So as you can see here, I have a chain of effects within my drum track, and we will quickly go through these and break them down. But first, I will play you the drum track without the effects activated. And now I will play the drum track with the effects activated. So the first thing that I added was a stereo widener within BeatMaker 3's effects, and I did this because I wanted to create a mono signal for the drum track. When you listen to the original drum break, you hear the drums coming out of the left and the right speaker, and I didn't want that. I wanted all the drums to hit right in the center and not panned all over the place. When you add a stereo widener, and if you bring it down all the way to 0, it creates a mono signal. And obviously if you bring this up, it creates a wide stereo signal. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and as I'm playing it, I'm going to bypass and unbypass the effect so you can hear the difference in the sound. So after that, I added saturator within BeatMaker 3's effects section, and I did this to add some saturation to the drums and to just beef them up a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this and let you hear the difference when it's activated and not activated. So the next effects that I added, which is an external effect, is Low Fly Dirt by MSX Sound Design. I'm sure most of you know Low Fly Dirt by now, and it's basically just saturation and distortion. So what I did was just leave it on default mode and brought up the parameter just a tiny bit to add a little bit more punch to the drums. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this again, and I will bypass and unbypass as I'm playing it. The next effect I added, which is another external effect, is FAC Transient. So I added FAC Transient because I wanted to tighten up the drums a bit, and FAC Transient is really good at doing that, especially for break drums. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and I will bypass and unbypass as I'm playing it. So with FAC Transient, I left it on the default preset, and all I did was mess with the depth parameter to tighten up the drums. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this again, but I will play around with this parameter so you can hear the difference in the sound. Big difference for sure. It's a really good tool to tighten up your drums, especially when you mess around with the depth parameter. So the last external effect that I added was the 6144 EQ by DDMF, which is the emulation of the Neve console EQs. So I felt like the drums were lacking a bit of bottom end and some presence within the mids. So all I did was bring up the low end a little bit, bring up some of the mids, and a tiny bit of the highs. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and I will bypass and unbypass as I'm playing it. Alright, so one more time, I'm gonna play it without the effects, and then I will play it with the effects. So I'll go ahead and activate these again. And now I will play the drums with a sample. So as you heard, the drums sound a lot more tight and clean. There's definitely a lot more bottom end, especially to the kick. And overall, the drums just have a lot more punch and presence to it. Now, this is obviously not the only way to add some punch to your drums. There's probably a million different ways and so many other effects that you can use to either achieve the same or different results. With that being said, I would love to hear what you guys do and the kind of techniques that you apply to your drums when you're making beats within BeatMaker 3. So leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your tips. Hopefully, we can get a conversation going and just help out one another. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.